Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well. So, this video here, I wanted to talk a little bit about what tourists should not do in the Philippines. All right, so let's get. I got a little thing that I got to work off of here, so just bear with me. One of the things is when you go into the Philippines, whatever you do, don't insult the country or its people. Okay, that's number one. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's look at some of the other things that don't disrespect your elders. Now, I do know just from learning things from my wife that she has nothing but respect for the elders here, just as she does back home. And I think that's awesome. That's an awesome thing. So don't disrespect your elders. Another one would be to don't use first names to address someone older. Don't use first names to address someone older. Would that be like a parent? An older uncle? Older? Maybe you guys can help me with that one. Let's move on. Avoid confrontation and coming off too strong. Okay, avoid confrontation and coming off too strong. You try not to lose your temper and remain calm and pleasant. Okay. Another one would be don't arrive on time. I think that was pretty darn funny. Don't arrive on time. What does that mean? What does that mean? Filipinos are notorious for adhering to something called Filipino time. Is that right? Which refers to anywhere from a 15-minute to an hour-long delay on the clock. Maybe you can help me with that one. I don't quite understand that one, but I have a doctor's appointment. Make sure you don't arrive on time. My house is on fire. To the fire department, don't arrive on time. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Let's move on. Don't get offended too easily. Sit back, chill. If you hear something that offends you, just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go. Filipinos, for the most part, are it's very true. They're just very happy people. You know, they're happy, and if somebody says something or whatever that it offends you, blow it off. Move on. Let's do this. Next. Don't go without prior research. So I guess a lot of people, just like a good example is my first time going over. I had traveled alone. I've had many people say, oh, you're crazy. Don't travel to the Philippines by yourself. It's unsafe. It's unsafe over there. People are saying this and they don't even know anything about the country. So that's what this means. Do your research about the country. Okay? The other thing would be to don't let the bizarre sounding food scare you. Not exactly sure what that means. Don't let the bizarre sounding food scare you. Maybe you can comment on that one, because I have no clue on that one. Another one would be this is number one with me. Don't, whatever you do, don't drive in Manila unless you absolutely necessary. Well, I can honestly tell you, y'all, I'm 50 years old. When I turned 16 years old, I got my driver's license here, and I've been driving my whole life. I would never drive in the Philippines. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Although I told my wife that I would like to try it. I would like to try to drive over there at least one time. But her dad has to be with us. All right, her dad has to be with us. Her dad drives a jeepney for a living, and yeah, I don't know how long that would go before I'd start blowing up on people. No, I'm just joking. I don't really think I could do it. Um, I don't think I could do it, y'all. So whatever you do, don't drive in Manila. Let's move on. What's the next one here? Don't expect everything to be dirt cheap. Not everything is dirt cheap in the Philippines. That is very, very true. Um, there's things that are actually cheaper here, the same product. Like, for example, let me say here I can buy grapes at a decent price. I go to the Philippines and it costs you basically your arm and your leg. Very expensive. So don't expect everything to be cheap. One of the other things would be to don't bring up religion. Don't bring up religion. The Philippines is a significantly Catholic nation, that I do know, and myself have nothing but respect for their religion. My wife, who is Catholic, of course, Filipino Catholic, and she attends a Catholic church here. I, on the other hand, am not Catholic. Okay? I don't consider myself to be anything. Okay? I don't consider myself to be a Methodist, a Protestant, a Catholic, what is important, and the only thing that is important is your relationship with God. That's it. That's where I'm at with it. So, let's move on to that might have been the last one, y'all. But hey, listen, all these things that I brought up, what y'all think? Okay, one, don't insult the country and its people. Okay, two, don't disrespect your elders, and three, don't use first names to address someone older. Maybe you guys can fill me in a little bit more on that. I'm not sure what that means. Avoid confrontation and coming off too strong. Okay? Don't arrive on time, whatever you do. Okay, I won't. Don't get offended too easily. And then there's don't go without prior research. Do your research before you go to the country so that you a little more educated on it. Don't let the bizarre sounding food scare you. I don't know what that means. You can help me with that maybe. Don't let the bizarre sounding food scare you. I don't get it, y'all. Don't drive in Manila. Okay? Just don't do it. I'm telling you now. I'm begging you, please don't do it, especially if you're a foreigner. If you're a foreigner, if it's anything like the driving in the United States, people here are freaking nuts. Okay? People here are nuts. Yes, in the Philippines, the sound of horns no matter where you go, but at least it's horns. And it's not people jumping out of their cars trying to beat on somebody else because of road rage. You know what I mean? Okay, so don't drive in Manila. Don't expect everything to be dirt cheap. Okay? That I do know. Don't bring up religion. Okay? I don't know exactly. I guess that's something that's very personal to the Philippines, and so don't bring up you shouldn't be a Catholic. You do know that don't do it. Okay, just don't bring it up. And that would be all that I have right now. Maybe you guys can answer some of that stuff. The Philippines. The Philippines. There isn't one day that goes by that I do not think about being in the Philippines. My wife, well, I know it's the same for her. y'all stole my heart. You stole my heart over there in the Philippines, man. I just want to be part of it. Um, I do know this. I have noticed my last trip there was March of last year. I've noticed that there seems to be a lot more foreigners there than ever before. Some are there for the wrong reasons. Some are there because of how wonderful you all are. I don't know where that came from, but that was really bad. That was cheesy. Hey, y'all. Went to see my surgeon today. Not to change the subject, but I'm going to bring this up. I got a clean bill of health. I'm healthy. I don't have to go back to see them. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy. I'm going to have to go get my wife. It's getting close to that time. But anyhow, you know, I'm kind of new to this vlogging thing. Um, I never really considered my channel to be vlogging, but because sometimes it's hard. I'm going to be honest with you. It's hard to, what do you talk about? I want to keep it on the Philippines because, well, why wouldn't I? So it's just hard sometimes to try to come up with different things to talk about. With me not being there, with my wife not being there, being here, it's kind of hard to talk about certain things when you're not there. Check out some of these here questions and leave some comments. Let us know. Let us know what. Now, my wife, that's why when my wife's not doing this, because she already knows. Okay? While she's at work, I'm kind of doing this on my own. Because there's a couple of those questions I'm a little bit confused on. I really am. So maybe you guys can leave me some comments. Check it out. Subscribe. Hit that button. Hit that like button. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see you guys on the next round. So keep it real. Love the ones you're with. And because if you don't, I will come after you. All right? Let's keep that real. All right, you guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye.